Welcome students, Computer Studies, Standard 10th, Chapter 1, Introduction to HTML, Part 1. Now before we learn what is HTML, we will understand what is Internet. Most of you would be knowing what is Internet because you've been using Internet since many years, but still some basics of Internet. See, when we group more than one computers, more than one devices together, it is called a network. And Internet is nothing but such big network. It is a worldwide network, a network which is spreaded all over the world. So you can say that Internet is a network of network. There are so many big networks and they all are connected with each other. So that makes a worldwide network. Now www or World Wide Web, or in simple word web, what is it? So web or World Wide Web is a distributed information system on the platform of Internet. On Internet platform, to distribute different information from one part of the world to another part of the world or around the globe is done through World Wide Web. And why the word World Wide Web is coined? Because it is something like a web, spider web around the globe. So it is called World Wide Web or WWW, or in simple word, web. Who gave the idea of WWW? So the idea of WWW was conceived by Tim Berners-Lee working at CERN in Switzerland. So CERN is a research institute in Switzerland, and Tim Berners-Lee working on WWW, and he conceived this idea of World Wide Web. The content of World Wide Web we can see using web browser that you very well know. Whenever you want to surf any website, what you do is you open a web browser. So the web content or WWW can be accessed using any web browser. There are so many web browsers. You might be using Chrome, you might be using Firefox or any other web browser. We need to use a special program to write web content. Now how this web content is written, whatever informations are there on World Wide Web, how it is prepared. So the core part of any World Wide Web content or any web page is always HTML. Now let us see what is HTML. HTML is a hypertext markup language. Again, you would be knowing this because it is very simple. Most of the students knows what is HTML. It is considered as a language for describing web content. The content which we display on website are designed using hypertext markup language. So HTML is a language, not a programming language. It is markup language, and it is considered as a language for describing web content. Now a markup language, what it contains? So it is made up of different HTML tags, which is also known as HTML elements. So markup language, to learn markup language, to learn HTML, you should learn HTML tags and HTML elements. And what these elements are doing? They describe how to display web content. HTML is derived from SGML. SGML is nothing but a standardized general markup language, very old form of HTML, which was developed in back in 1986. There are two types of HTML tags. Now when we say HTML tag, there are two types of HTML tags, paired tag and unpaired tag. Paired tag are those which comes in pair. There is a starting tag and there is ending tag. And unpaired tag are those where there is only starting tag, there is no ending tag. As you would be knowing, HTML tags are written in angular bracket. They are written within angular bracket. And ending tag, for paired tag, the ending tag is written with slash. HTML files which we prepare, they are prepared using simple text editor like Notepad. So we use Notepad to prepare HTML files. We save those files using .html extension. Students, this is the most important point to remember. While saving your file where you've written HTML code, the file must be saved with .html. If you forget, then file will be saved with .txt, which is a notepad file, which will not open in browser. So in order to indicate that this is a web page file, the file must be created using .html extension. To see the output of this HTML file, we use web browsers like Chrome and Firefox or Internet Explorer. Now, what is the structure of an HTML file? An HTML file, the entire HTML file content is written between HTML and /HTML. Here you can see how tags are written. HTML tags are written within angular bracket. It is not necessary to write it in capital letter. So HTML indicates beginning of HTML file and /HTML indicates end of HTML file. There are two main sections in HTML file: head section and body section. The head section contains very few information. The actual content of web page is written within body section. So these are the two main sections of HTML file: head and body. And there are two things written in HTML file. When you see or when you read any HTML file, can be divided into two parts. One is the content and other is presentation. Content is something what we want to display on screen, on web page. For example, a photograph or animation or paragraph or something like this. Presentation are HTML tag. They decide how this thing will be displayed. As I said previously, I want to display my name with bold and underline. So that is called presentation, and my name is called content. So content is the text or graphics or any other media which we want to display on web page, whereas presentation decides how to display this web content. It is implemented by various HTML tags. Now let us see practically how we can create HTML file. We'll open Notepad and we start with HTML, we end with /HTML. Keep habit of writing HTML file like this by writing ending tag also simultaneously, so that you will not forget writing ending tag. Let us increase the font. Okay. Then there is head section /head, and once the head section is over, we start with body section and then body section over. This is the structure of the HTML file. Starts with HTML, ends with /HTML, contains two sections, head section and body section. Now within head section there is one popular tag that is called title. We write title something like my first web page and then /title. So this is the title which will be displayed in the title bar of the web page. In body section we write the actual web page. For example, now I want to write few names over here, subject names. So I want to write first subject name in bold letter. So I will say B, I say physics and /B. Let us skip this much. First let us see how we can save this file and see the output. We go to file menu, click on save. Now again one more thing you need to remember, where you are saving your file. So you should remember where you have saved your file. For example, I want to save it in desktop. There is a folder called SSC PPT, and in that I want to write page 1.html. Remember this .html. If you don't write this .html, it will save with .txt. Click on save button. Now to open that file, you to go to the browser, and in browser you say Ctrl O for opening the file and select your file. For example, desktop. You should know that where you saved SSC PPT and this page 1. Observe that if you don't see your file name with your browser icon, that means file is not saved properly. You need to save it again. So The file which you save with .html, when you keep your mouse, it should show you HTML document, and the icon must be of browser, whichever browser you are using. Click on open and it shows physics here in bold letter. My first web page is the title of the web page. Now let us make some changes. I write underline tag and I say chemistry and I say /u. Save. Now you don't need to save with file name and .html. You already saved it, so you have to just press Ctrl S. Press Ctrl S, come to the browser, refresh the browser, and what you see is physics and chemistry is there. Physics is in bold, chemistry is in underline, but both are on the same line. Do you see something here? I have written both on the separate line, but in output they are on the same line. The reason is browser ignores every white space. Whatever blank space you are leaving, whatever blank line you are leaving, browser will ignore it. If you want something to be displayed on a new line, you write a tag called BR. BR tag is bit different from other tags which we have used. We have used HTML, there is /HTML, so it is a paired tag. Head /head, it is a paired tag. B/B, it is a paired tag. But BR is unpaired tag. There is nothing like /BR. It is simple BR which will break line. Ctrl S, go to the browser and refresh the page. Now you can see both are on the separate line. So this is what BR tag, break. We again write BR here also. Go to third line, we make something italics. We say mathematics or maths and /I and BR. So now we have written 3 subjects, bold, italic and underline we have done individually, and the tag which we have used are B, U and I. Let us learn other tags also. There is a tag called H1, heading 1, and let me introduce H1 tag on the top of the 3 subjects here. H1 is for heading 1. Heading 1 is the biggest font size heading. There are such 6 headings: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. H1 is the biggest font size, H6 is the heading with smallest font size. We write list of subjects and then /H1. Save it, go here and refresh. You can see this is in biggest font size of heading 1 and list of subjects, and then this thing. You can see maths in italics, chemistry with underline and physics with bold effect. If you just want to write something with other heading, for example H4, standard 10th and /H4, you will see the difference between the size of H1 and H4. Come here and refresh it. You can see this, the change of font size. This is the H1 that with biggest font size, H4 somewhere in between, and if you still write H6, which will be very small letter, standard 10th English and Gujarati /H6. Save it and come back here and refresh. You can see the size how it is decreasing. So such there are 6 heading levels: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, but they all are paired tags, so H1 /H1. Now let us see some other tag. There is a tag called S, strike through. I want to write one subject and which I want to cancel. I want to display it as it is cancelled. So S and /S, strike through with BR. So you can see that French word is displayed, but it is striken out. It is strike through. It is cancelled. So if you want to display something like this, you can use S tag. Then there is tag called small, will display the text in smaller font. Whatever font size you are using, it will display in the smaller size. So small font will be displayed with smaller font size than this normal font size. And there is another tag called big. Big will be displayed with bigger font size. So we'll write text as bigger font, BR, and come here and size. So you can see that smaller has reduced the font size compared to this. The size is small, and bigger will have bigger font size compared to the normal font size. So that is small and big. Now I am writing here another tag. I want to display H2O. You know that H2O, in H2O, writing H2O, 2 is little bit lowered down. So how to write it? First we write H. Before writing 2, we say SUB, that is subscript. And then we say 2, again /SUB, so subscript gets over, and then O, and then BR. Come here and you can see that now this is what subscript. You can see that 2 is little bit lowered down. Similarly, if you want to display something raised, you can write like, if you want to write x square plus y square is equal to 1, we say x superscript SUP 2 / superscript plus y superscript 2 / superscript is equal to 1. So if you write like this, x square plus y square is equal to 1, this is what it will be displayed. So let us come to the browser and see x square plus y square is equal to 1. Now you must have observed one more thing. Here I have written H2O and x square plus y square is equal to 1 on same line, but in output it gets displayed on separate line. The reason is, in between I have introduced BR tag. So output is displayed based on which HTML tags we have written in our file, not the way we have typed in Notepad. You might write all this thing on one line, whatever is in this file, everything on one line, then also the output will remain same. As you see here that this H2O and x square plus y square, even though they are written on same line, but in output they are displayed separately because we have introduced BR in between. Let us write BR again here, and let us see another tag. If sometimes we require that we want to leave blank spaces between two words, more blank spaces, more blank lines, then how to do it? First let us try leaving it normally and see what it happens in the output. For example, if I write Nayan Shah, and then in between Nayan and Shah, if I leave this many blank space, save this file, and if I go to the browser and refresh it, you will see that Nayan Shah is displayed with only one blank space. The reason is browser ignores all the extra blank spaces in between. Now what if I want to display this thing exactly the way I have written? There is a tag called pre-formatted text. Now once you write something between pre and /pre, whatever you have written in between pre and /pre will remain as it is without any changes. Save this file and come back to the browser, and now see, things are displayed as we have written, no change. It won't trim the blank spaces, it will not ignore blank lines, everything will remain as it is. So whenever you want to print something on your web page where you want exactly the way you have written in Notepad and you want the same way to be displayed in the browser, then you should use pre and /pre. One last tag we will see, and that is paragraph tag. Paragraph tag is used to start a new paragraph. Suppose I write one paragraph, this big paragraph, 2 paragraphs. So this is one paragraph which gets over here. I say /p here, and then again I start another paragraph, and then that gets over here. It's a too big text. Just to explain you, just to show you that how these paragraphs are created. To add one more thing in between, like H3, heading 3 we add, and we just say second para and slash H3. Save this, come back to the browser, refresh the browser, and you can see that this is first paragraph, then this is heading 3, H3, and this is second paragraph. So paragraph can be indicated by P tag, and paragraph ends with /P. Today we have seen just simple HTML file, how to create file, how to save file, and which are the common HTML tags. Next lecture we'll see further more HTML tags, and for more interesting web pages we will be creating. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, and whatever you have questions about HTML, how to type it, how to prepare file, how to see output, you can write in the comment box and ask the question. I'll be definitely replying you. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Stay safe.